In this video, we present a sample one-day itinerary designed to help you explore as much of Rome as possible. We are basing the recommendations on the most popular tourist attractions and the ones that are closest in proximity to each other. I firmly believe that immersing yourself in a city for at least 5 to 6 days is essential to truly capture its essence and vibrancy. If you have just one day to explore Rome, here is a recommended itinerary to help you maximize your experience. While a single day may seem brief, it unlocks the door to one of Europe's most captivating adventures, immersing yourself in the timeless allure of Rome. There are vacations and there are trips. Rome is a trip and can be overwhelming on the senses at times. Rome is over 2,000 years old, so if you're looking for history, culture, and excitement, you found the right place. If you want a true vacation, go sit on the beach and stare at the ocean. That will relax you for sure. So here is a list of 10 steps you need to take to see as much of Rome in 24 hours. 1. Be sure to get an early start. Kick off your Roman adventure by savoring a delicious Italian breakfast at a local cafe, immersing yourself in the local culture right from the start. While there, you should make it a point to have some cappuccino and pastries. Interesting observation. Don't be surprised if someone looks at you funny if you order a cappuccino after 10 a.m. In Italy, ordering a cappuccino after 10 a.m. is often seen as unconventional. Italian coffee culture typically associates cappuccinos with breakfast, and drinking one later in the day may be perceived as unusual by locals. This tradition stems from the belief that milk-heavy drinks like cappuccinos are best enjoyed on a light stomach early in the day. During the high tourist season in summer, it is important to get an early start. It's hot in Rome, so this list encourages you to do many of the outdoor activities as early as possible in the day. If I could recommend anything, it would be the following. Don't go to Rome in the summer. Busy, crowded, hot, and expensive. 2. The Colosseum. The very first time I saw the Colosseum, I had the sensation of being extremely far away from home, both in terms of physical distance and my place on the timeline of history. It is without a doubt one of the most famous landmarks in all of Rome and the unofficial symbol of Italy, much like the Eiffel Tower is to France. Take some pictures and read up on the fascinating past of this magnificent structure to further acquaint yourself with it. To visit the most popular tourist attraction in Italy, you will need to make a reservation in advance for a specific time frame. Especially during the summer, it is the exact embodiment of the Roman Empire and is widely considered to be one of the most incredible structures ever constructed in ancient and modern times. Fun fact, we are closer in the timeline of human history to the construction of the Colosseum than the Romans were to the construction of the pyramids in Egypt. I'm fairly certain that the Romans were saying, how in the world did they build those pyramids? Mind blown. The Colosseum is a piece of Rome's interesting history and a spectacular example of Rome's engineering prowess that has been remarkably well maintained despite the effects of time. Again, be sure to make a reservation in advance to avoid the long lines. This is why we put it first on the list. Like I always say, see the most important and popular attractions early in the day. Lines will be a little shorter and you will be more patient. Quick tip. Walking through Rome is like reading a history book before your very eyes. Be sure to familiarize yourself with your itinerary before you travel to Italy. You will have a deeper comprehension and appreciation for everything that you are seeing. 3. Roman Forum. The Roman Forum, which is adjacent to the Colosseum, can be visited on foot and is an easy stroll. You will find yourself walking on the same streets as Julius Caesar, Augustus, and Constantine. You will make your way through the myths, legends, and happenings of Imperial Rome's magnificent past. As you walk through over 2,000 years of history, the Roman Forum was the political, commercial, cultural, and religious heart of Rome, making it the most important civic place in the city. It was on this site that ancient Rome's most significant temples, churches, and halls of justice were located. 4. Palatine Hill. The Palatine Hill is the next location on your agenda for your one day in Rome. By far, the most famous of the 7 hills of Rome. It's Rome's oldest neighborhood, with a history that goes back even further than the city of Rome itself. Palatine Hill provides a view of the Circus Maximus and the Roman Forum on both sides of the hill. There are a great deal more pleasures to be had, including active archaeological sites and hidden underground locations to investigate. 5. Lunch in Rome. Grab some lunch at a local restaurant. We cannot stress enough how highly we recommend that you indulge in some authentic Italian cuisine, namely pasta, seafood, and of course pizza. You should not order a hamburger and fries. Don't be that tourist. Always keep in mind the old adage. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. 6. The Basilica of St. Peter in Vatican City. During the afternoon, you can spend time exploring Vatican City, which is home to the Pope as well as some of the most amazing works of art in the world. The most famous church in the world is the Basilica of St. Peter. It is a true masterpiece of the Renaissance and was designed by Raphael and Michelangelo, respectively. It's possible that the Basilica is the most intricately decorated place you've ever been in before. It is packed with a mind-boggling display of priceless artifacts and opulent furnishings all over its interior. I remember being shocked at how long the church was when you entered. It just seemed so massive. It is by far the longest church in all of Christendom, stretching more than the length of 2 football fields from end to end. After more than 120 years of construction, an unimaginable amount of money, 18 different popes, and the direction of 12 different architects, St. Peter's Basilica was finally finished in 1626. When you're in the area, don't leave without paying a visit to the Vatican museums. Imagine what is hidden in the secret vaults beneath the entire complex. Quick tip: it is strongly recommended that you don't wear shorts or a tank top or sleeveless shirt. You're not going to the mall, but rather to a sacred and historical building. You will not be allowed to enter under any circumstance. So don't be surprised when they tell you to not dress like you're going to the beach. If you're a beach lover, be sure to check out our video on clothing optional beaches in Europe. Link in description. 7. Pantheon. The Pantheon is the most well-known, after the Colosseum, and well-preserved structure that dates back to ancient Rome. It is the sole piece of architecture from the imperial period that has not been damaged. The Pantheon was a temple in Rome that was dedicated to the worship of all Roman gods. It is most likely that it functioned as a dynastic refuge, as well as an assembly hall where members of the public may congregate. 8. Spanish Steps. The Spanish Steps, an iconic symbol of Rome's rich history, were constructed in 1723 and gracefully ascend from the bustling Piazza di Spagna. This architectural marvel not only connects the lower piazza with the Trinità dei Monti Church at the top, it also serves as a cultural meeting point, blending the vibrant atmosphere of Rome with breathtaking views. You may find the steps near the easternmost point of the old city center. A labyrinth of very tight alleys that are packed to the brim with designer shops is just waiting to be discovered once you reach the base. The Spanish Steps continue to be a popular destination for creative types like painters, poets, and other artists. At the top of the Spanish Steps, there are always artists and painters ready to get you an amazing souvenir. 9. Dinner in Rome. Why don't you enjoy dinner at one of Rome's many amazing restaurants with a rooftop terrace? There are many restaurants to choose from, so you can't go wrong. You will be offered some mouth-watering dishes, and at the same time, you will be presented with a spectacular view of the city. 10. Trevi Fountain. Spend a relaxing evening doing something you love, like going for a stroll through Rome's breathtaking streets. The Trevi Fountain, Rome's largest and arguably most breathtaking fountain, stands as a masterpiece of Baroque art with its intricate sculptures and grand design. Beyond its size, the fountain captivates visitors with its rich history and the symbolic stories carved into its stone. The fountain's history may be traced back to 19 BC when it served as the terminal point of the 𝐦𝐸𝐤𝐸 aqueduct. The first fountain was constructed in the Renaissance period under Pope Nicholas V. Why are people in the fountain snapping photos of themselves while also dropping coins into the water? The tale, which first appeared in the film 3 Coins in the Fountain, which was released in 1954, goes as follows. If you toss a single coin, you will find yourself back in Rome. If you toss 2 coins, you will meet an alluring Italian and fall hopelessly in love with them. If you throw 3 coins, the person you meet will end up being your future spouse. To get the desired result, toss the coin over your left shoulder with your right hand while looking in the opposite direction from where you started. Final stop before heading to bed. Pause for a final drink at a nearby bar before concluding your night and heading back to your hotel or Airbnb. Wandering through the charming alleys of central Rome as the sun sets and the moon rises is not just a safe experience. It's utterly captivating. This is a perfect time to enjoy the quieter moments before the night crowds, allowing you to savor the tranquil beauty and hidden treasures of Rome's vibrant heart. Not sure if you want to visit Rome or maybe Paris? Click here and watch this video to get your answer. Hopefully, this suggested itinerary will be useful for you the next time you are in Rome. Happy travels, and thanks for watching.